Clip of the Day.
Now, did you want to go in? I'm sorry, because I kind of sidetracked you on your Clinton-Chelsea thing there. Do you want?
No, that was all I wanted to point out was this one. Because I'm playing McLaughlin stuff, so I got McLaughlin. These guys are the worst. Except for it turns out that and we should remind listeners. I don't know what show it was, but it was years ago. We had one of the producers of the McLaughlin Report on, right, who gave us the background.
No, we didn't have him on. We did.
No, I mean on. I'm sorry. On by on, I mean we had an email.
Yeah.
So
it's almost the same thing
for this show because we don't bring guests on and we just discuss things. But we do have access to a lot of information. Now, so to show you, just to show the public out there, and this was on NPR, on PBS, the regular TV stuff, to show you how stupid these people are.
Or the producers or the writers.
Or the writers, yes, but this one was, I believe, was ad-libbed because he was flabbergasted. McLaughlin, you have to listen to this carefully because it's amazing that a guy at this stature, this old, been around the block, old dude, McLaughlin, could possibly think this way. But play the McLaughlin Drugs 1.
Like crack cocaine and heroin ends, will the use of those drugs go up? Brian Grimm.
Well, that assumes that the drug war is reducing drug use. But our prisons, in fact, are filled with drugs. I can't think of something that could represent a greater failure of prohibition of drugs than the fact that we can't even keep them out of our prisons.
What are you basing that on?
There are tons of federal statistics that talk about drug use in
They can't
in
keep
prisons.
Drugs out of prisons?
Can't keep them out of prisons.
What? Next you're going to tell me they're having homosexual relationships in them prisons. That can't be true.
What an idiot.
What? Well, how do they get it in? What? Wow. That's pretty good. You know, do you want to go into your second and third? Because I have something relatable to this.
Well, you can do that. These other two are the same kind of...
Well, let's play them.
Okay, well, here's the second one. Now, this is just a little off topic of just the humiliating McLaughlin, but this is...
which we do like to do.
Is another guy, Buchanan, who was
on the show.
Who's once been a potential president and is a supposed conservative who is an actual... you always took this lightly that everyone thought he was a fascist. He is a fascist, and it's been proven week after week on this particular show. Here's his commentary about what Holder had to say.
John, let me give you a statistic. I think we had something like 600,000 people in prisons and jails in around 1980. And since then, it has more than tripled. And that is one of the primary reasons you get these chronic criminals off the streets, is why crime has dropped in New York enormously, but it's dropped in cities all over America. And you start opening up the prisons, and we'll be right back to the liberal 1970s.
Well, we're talking about people who are jailed for long periods of time for minor drug infractions.
You gotta love Eleanor.
She actually is the only reasonable person in this particular debate.
For once.
And so here's the kicker.
But she's smoking the dope because what she's talking about, I saw this episode, what she's talking about is not factually true. It's not like Holder said, oh, we're going to let everybody go. You know, none of that. She's just she is literally smoking the Holder dope.
I think she's literally smoking dope, period. But so there is the third one, which is the one that you cannot find this statistic because it doesn't exist. This is where I think the writers are sick of this guy because the show is highly, highly written. And I think one of them just said, I've had it with this guy. He's an idiot. And I'm going to give him a little stat here and let's see what he does with it.
More as a health issue and not a criminal violation. Yeah. And frankly, the states are leading the way on this because they can't afford to keep jailing these people. It's too expensive.
Eleanor, let me confront you with this. How many crimes does the average drug addict commit? According to a RAND study, the average addict commits 11,000 crimes over a lifetime, chiefly robbery and burglary to support his or her drug habit. 11,000.
Each individual?
Well, let's put him in rehab.
The average addict.
11,000.
No.
That's a crime every day of his life.
There you are.
So get him in bed and put him in rehab.
There you are. It says it right on the prompter. That's funny.
11,000, and even Buchanan, who is like a Nazi, he says, "Wait a minute, let's do the math on this. That means every single day."
Hey, John, here you go.
Clip of the day.
Well deserved. Well played, sir. Well played. You set me up. I thought the first one would be it, but then you did it. Good job.